Hi Cancer, welcome back to my channel Tarot Z. I'm Z and I'm going to be doing a tarot reading, finding out what messages come through the cards that come out for you in this reading today. Thank you so much for joining and for being here. So let's begin. Let's find out what messages come through. So the first one we have is the Knight of Swords. We have the Ten of Pentacles. And we have the Chariot. With the Chariot, we do have Cancer energy, so you could be dealing with another Cancer. It's still shown here. At the bottom of the deck, we have the Hangman in the reverse, which is Pisces energy, so also a Pisces. But with the Hangman showing up in the reverse, I am getting an energy of getting out of a place of stagnancy with someone. I do feel like there is a lot more energy in the connection. I feel like it is even being able to hear from someone after a period where things may have been silent or may have felt as though there was no way forward, or things may have felt a little bit stuck within the situation. Do you feel like with this Hangman showing up in the reverse, you're going to be hearing from this person? I also feel like they're going to be showing you a different version of themselves, but I do feel like it's based upon the way in which they are looking at things now. There is a change in the way that they are perceiving the situation with you. I also feel like even you could be in the space where you're looking at things differently right now. I feel like there is a sense of even perhaps taking things more seriously, or being able to get more clarity within a situation with someone. With the Knight of Swords, I do feel like when it comes to gaining clarity with someone, I feel like it's because of hearing from this person. They're going to reach out. I also feel like there's going to be communication. It's coming from this person. I do feel like with this Knight of Swords showing up over here, that there is an energy of, there's a sense of urgency that this person is really bringing to the situation, or that this situation is putting on them. It's like they feel it as if it's like the situation is really applying pressure on them, or they're applying pressure. But I do feel like when it comes to looking at things in a different light, it is also looking at things in a more serious light. I do feel like with the Ten of Pentacles showing up over here, I do feel like there is a very strong investment in the situation. I do feel like it holds a lot of ground, even for you. I do feel like you're very much in and invested into the situation, to the point where you're quite committed. I do feel like there is an end goal for you. There is also a purpose. There's an intentionality behind the way in which you are seeing things with this person. So I do feel like it's something quite serious. I also feel like when it comes to the situation, that you're being met with that energy that you're giving off in the situation. So this Ten of Pentacles, I feel like there's an emotional energy of being available. I also feel like this is an energy of being open to commitment within a connection. With the Chariot card showing up here, this is forward movement. I also feel like this is that progress. I do feel like it is also about feeling as though there is a sense of things moving forward and gaining momentum. With that Hangman showing up in the reverse, it may have been a time where you could have been not hearing from this person, or you could have just been in a space where there was a lot of reflection upon the way things are going to go and whether it is the ideal situation to get involved in. I do feel like with the Chariot card showing up over here, that there is a decision that's made. And I also feel like there's a lot of forward movement. I do feel like with the Chariot card showing up over here, that there is also a very determined energy, just like with that Knight of Swords. So I feel like this person is giving you a lot of energy. So I'm going to clarify these cards. So we have the Four of Pentacles under this Knight of Swords. And we have the Seven of Swords. It's showing up in the reverse under the Ten of Pentacles. we also have the Magician. So the Magician card, we do have Mercury energy, could be dealing with a Virgo or even a Gemini. At the bottom of the deck, we have the Knight of Pentacles showing up in the reverse. So with this Knight of Pentacles, I'm also getting an energy of being in a space where there is a lot of things being considered. I do feel like there's even a space or a sense of having had experienced some delays within this connection. With this Knight of Pentacles, showing up in the reverse, I do feel like this is experiencing also a lot of reflection and going back and forth within oneself as far as the reflection on a situation and whether taking action now or a different time is what is best for the situation. But do you feel like when it comes to taking action, action is being taken with the Magician card and the Chariot card showing up over here and the Hangman showing up in the reverse? But with that Four of Pentacles showing up underneath this Knight of Swords, I do feel like you're dealing with someone who's very cautious. I feel like this person is someone who's also quite intentional when it comes to the way they move. I do feel like this person won't say something if it's not what they truly mean, and they won't act upon something if it's not something they truly believe in. I do feel like they are somebody who's very cautious and somebody who's also very practical when it comes to taking action. With that Four of Pentacles showing up over here, there is an energy of wanting to be able to ensure that there is a sense of closeness and also an ability to be able to trust the situation for this person. With that Knight of Swords, I do feel like there is an energy of being in a space where there's a very decisive energy, and I feel like it's quite determined. This person is moving with intentionality based upon things that are allowing for this person to feel like they can feel safe and trust the situation and open up to it. But I do feel like that's very important to this person with the Four of Pentacles showing up over here. I do feel like with that Hangman showing up in the reverse, it could be a connection where this person takes some time to come around. I do feel like this is a person who, with time, opens up. But we have the Seven of Swords showing up in the reverse. And again, I'm getting there's a lot of communication. I do feel like with the Seven of Swords, that when it comes to the communication, it is very open, it's very transparent, and it's very honest. I do feel like that's something very important. I do feel like there could be a lot that you want to tell this person as well. So I do feel like there is that back and forth in the communication that needs to be discussed, that needs to be aired out in this connection. And I do feel like it is something that's on the horizon. With the Seven of Swords, I'm getting a confession or an admission of some information within this connection, and I feel like it's going to influence this connection's way forward. With the Magician card showing up over here, I do feel like this is an energy of taking action. I also feel like with this Magician card, it's a very proactive energy. So I do feel like there's definitely forward movement, there's progress, and I feel like there's also that action in the connection, which may have been something that has taken some time to be able to get in this connection, but I do feel like it's happening. And with the Magician card showing up, I do feel like there is a sense of also entering into a new phase in this connection. I do feel like it is also one where there is a sense that this person wants to win you over. They want to show you something. I do feel like they want to kind of impress you with the Magician card. And I do feel like when it comes to being able to act, they're definitely in a space where they feel confident to do so. I'm going to clarify these cards. We have Honeymoon. We have Love Yourself First. And we have the Reconciliation card. So with the Honeymoon card showing up over here, I definitely feel like this is a very optimistic energy towards your connection. I also feel like towards where your relationship is headed, and I do feel like there is a lot of forward movement. With the Honeymoon card showing up over here, I feel like there's a lot of great opportunities and moments that are going to be had within this connection coming up very soon. I do feel like it could be around holiday time, festive time, but I do feel like even if it is something like just a day where there is a sense of celebration, there is a sense of seizing that moment. And I do feel like there is also the sense of taking it very seriously with that Knight of Swords. But I definitely feel like this person wants to be able to to do something, to make that gesture for you. And I do feel like when it comes to communication, this person has a lot that they want to share with you. But we do have the Love Yourself First card showing up over here, and I do feel like this is about being able to ensure that there's a sense of self-care within this connection. I do feel like this connection is one where there is a sense of also having a lot of people within this connection, or factoring into your connection. And I do feel like with this Love Yourself First card, this is really putting yourself first when it comes to making decisions, and even when it comes to the connection and making decisions within it. So this Love Yourself First card, I feel like it's a self-care on, do you feel like it is more so for on your side in this connection with this person? And with this reconciliation card, I do feel like you could be dealing with someone that you've already known. This person is in a space where they have reflected. I do feel like if they're coming back around, they are coming back around as a better version of themselves as a result of any reflection or time out that has happened. But I do feel like they could even be an energy of being in a connection with somebody new, somebody who is rushing in. And I do feel like when it comes to connection and it's starting out, that initial spark is quite strong. I also feel like it's really pushing a lot of the actions and the movements within this connection, and it's moving it forward. I do feel like there's a strong connection over here, and I do feel like you work well together with this person. But I do feel like there is this very practical side to your connection as well, with that Four of Pentacles and that Love Yourself First card showing up over here. But this Love Yourself First card, I do feel like it's a very attractive energy. I do feel like there is also a lot more attention that you're gaining. I don't know if you don't realize it, but this does feel like you are gaining a lot of traction, a lot of attraction from the people around you as well. So I do feel like this is a very, this is because of self-care. I do feel like it's also showing up, and I do feel like there's a stronger version of yourself that's also being presented. So those are the messages I am getting with these cards for you, Cancer, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Bye, Cancer.